Have you ever encountered a situation where your app just doesn't seem to attach to the window? It's frustrating, right? If that's you, then you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into the issue of why the isAttachedToWindow method might be returning false. I totally understand how annoying it can be when your layout doesn't attach as expected. You're not alone in this. Many developers face this issue, and it can really throw a wrench in your app development process. Let's take a closer look at the specific question at hand. One user recently asked, why is isAttachedToWindow returning false instead of true? They mentioned that they used setContentView to attach their relative layout, but it still didn't work. Sound familiar? Let's explore this together. So what could be causing this issue? The isAttachedToWindow method checks if the view is currently attached to a window. If it returns false, it usually means that the view has not been fully laid out or attached yet. Let's break this down step by step. And don't go anywhere. I've got a crucial tip at the end that will help you avoid this issue in the future. To understand why the method isAttachedToWindow returns false, the user should first check the lifecycle of the activity. The onCreate method is where the user sets up the user interface, but the layout may not be attached to the window immediately. Next, the user should consider the timing of when isAttachedToWindow is called. The user is checking this property right after setContentView, but the attachment process may still be ongoing. To verify if the layout is attached, the user can use a listener. Specifically, the user can implement a viewTreeObserver.onGlobalLayoutListener to check when the layout is fully attached. Finally, the user should ensure that there are no issues with the layout itself. If the layout is not properly defined, or if there are errors, it may not attach correctly. Fun fact: did you know that the Android framework has a complex view hierarchy? Understanding it can really help you troubleshoot issues like this one more effectively. Now, let's look at the answers provided by other users. This user explains that when you call setContentView, the changes aren't applied immediately. Instead, they are queued in the main thread's message queue and processed in the next loop event. So if you check isAttachedToWindow right after setting the content view, it may still return false. For example, if you set text on a text view, the dimensions won't update until the next frame. You can log the width and height right after setting the text, and they will show as 0 because the layout hasn't been processed yet. Now, let's shift our focus to a different response. This user suggests that you shouldn't rely on the view being attached to the window during the onCreate method. Instead, they recommend checking if the view is attached after the onStart method. Here's the crucial tip I promised. Always be mindful of the activity lifecycle when working with views. This can save you a lot of headaches down the road. And there you have it. You should now have a better understanding of why isAttachedToWindow might return false. Remember, keeping track of your view's lifecycle is key. If you found this helpful, hit the subscribe button for more tips, and don't miss our bonus content on optimizing your Android app.